Hi, I'm John Trautman, and in this episode, we're going to go through how to make your New Year's resolutions stick. First of all, what we want to do is we want to identify what your goals are. Like, what is it that you want to accomplish? A lot of people put out very lofty things, but they don't really have a plan. So we're going to talk about how, anything lofty, great. Set your goals high. But what we need to do is we need to have positive affirmation and steps behind them. I'm going to break those down exactly what that looks like and how to get started. First of all, what we want to do is identify and write each thing that you want to accomplish. Maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's making more money. But the tighter that you get that and the more defined you get, the clearer your goals are, the easier it's going to get to achieve these things. So what you want to do is, again, write down everything. Just start writing. Don't overthink it. So grab a piece of paper, first of all, and start writing down all of your goals for this new year. Second, what we want to do after we've written down these goals is we want to get a little bit more defined on what it is, such as, hey, I want to make more money. How is it that you're going to make more money? And what vehicle are you going to use? You know me, we're going to go ahead and talk about residual income, cash flow, how to set those goals, hit those goals in the real estate market. One thing that you also want to do is as we get older, we pick up habits. They're not necessarily always good habits. So what we're wanting to create are new habits going into this year, into the new year, to make your goals stick. Sometimes people set even weight loss goals and they set them so lofty and they've never done anything like it. So within a week or 2 weeks, they're burnout, fried, they're sore, all that. They don't even want to keep going, so they go back to their old self, eating Cheetos, sitting on watching Netflix. Okay, so let's try to ease into some of these things, and it's kind of like stoking a fire. Once you get the kindling going, then you can start to stack these logs on. It's the same thing with goal setting. What we're trying to do is create habits. It's the habits that you do daily that define who you are in the long term. Even if you go to the gym for just a short period of time, if you set it and you're going like Monday through Friday, for example, or every day, it doesn't matter. But if it's 5 or 10 minutes, but you've set that time, you don't have to go in there and what I call break records. But what you need to do is create that habit. So once you start creating the habit, you can start ratcheting up the time. I do that when I run. I'm not trying to go out and run 10 miles when I first get going, but maybe I run a half a mile the first week, and then a mile the second week, and then 2 miles by the end of the month or something like that. So I start to ramp it up. The same thing goes with your habits, because your habits are going to help you reach your goals. Let's talk about now in real estate, like what's realistic. Like a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to go 40 hours a week. And if you can, great. But what's realistic is we all have jobs. We have prior commitments. And so if we could carve out 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, and start to ramp that up too, pretty soon now we have some momentum going. We're creating these habits. We're learning about whether it's residential real estate, commercial real estate, and everything in between, whether it's wholesale, whether it's fix and flip, you name it. The key is to get in, start learning, and start to take initiative on a daily basis. Otherwise, like even myself and a lot of people I know, if we go too gung-ho and we don't get the results quick enough, we have a tendency to fry out. So the key is identify your goals and then set time aside daily, even if it's just a few minutes every single day, but do it on a daily and start to ratchet those things up. Also, maybe not having too many goals set at once. You could always, as you have success, like let's just say, for example, in the gym, and you set a daily time that you go to the gym. Maybe it's 6 a.m. Okay, I know that may seem early to some of you guys, but it could be late to some of you guys. But let's just say at 6 a.m. you go to the gym, and then you start to ratchet up that time. You go 10 minutes for the first week, 20 minutes for the second, 30 minutes for the third, and by let's say by the end of 2 months you're in there for an hour. Okay, so now you have that hour blocked out. You've seen success. You're starting to probably see some success in the gym. If not, probably grab a trainer. Not the worst idea. probably a pretty good idea. But from that, we could do habit stacking. Now you could either on the front of that, and let's say at 5 o'clock, you do a morning meditation or something else that is in your goals. So once you have a time slot marked out for your new goals, you could do what they call habit stacking. You could stack them on either side of your goals, whether that's after or before. But once you have a new habit formed, start another habit. Anyways, this is a great way. A lot of successful people are able to identify and maintain their goals is by seeing it and then doing it on a daily basis and then ratcheting it up as they go. If these things seem tough, like if it's hard for you to identify your goals and then stick with them, even though we're starting small, let's just say your self-discipline's not quite there, you need someone to help push you. You may want to hire, like at the gym, a professional trainer, someone that could help you hit your goals quicker. You're going to make sure that you don't get hurt. They're going to make sure also that you get your goals even quicker. But sometimes when you get up in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed, but someone's sitting there waiting for you. That extra accountability is going to help you get up and actually do the work. Same thing goes in real estate. If you're looking, or whatever industry you're trying to get into, if there's something that you want to get into, you could hire a professional to help you hit those goals, I would recommend it, such as a real estate coach, a mentor, whatever that might be. I hire people around me constantly to help me improve. I realize my time on earth is limited. So if I could find someone that's already an expert and transfer that knowledge to me and give me that extra push and hold me accountable, hey, I'm going to get there that much faster. I'm going to be thankful versus fumbling, maybe hitting it, maybe not, spending possibly years trying to get to where a coach could get me there in months. So if you can afford to, you should try to hire a coach. If you can't afford to, you definitely need to hire a coach. Anyways, food for thought, like for example, here at REKI or some of our goals, we're transferring even more into commercial, and we're partnering with a lot more and we're doing a lot of partnerships that we didn't used to do before. So this is one of the areas that we're heavily focused in on right now, is going outside our comfort zone, bringing in new coaches, but also partnering with people across the country. It's allowing us to grow, but also pushing us out of our comfort zone, but we also are able to hit our financial goals even quicker. Anyway, something to kind of think about. This is stuff that we're doing. It's always good to gauge your goals by if it makes you uncomfortable or not. If it's not uncomfortable for you, you probably need to reach a little further. Again, my big thing is write down your goals, all right, to identify them. And the more granular or detailed you could get around each goal, it's good. The better you could identify it, it means you're manifesting this stuff. You're bringing it into, one, your awareness, but now but now you're speaking it, which is key. Writing it down, you're going to be able to bring it into your world that much quicker. They say most people plan their vacations more than they plan their financial future. I find that absolutely true. By you taking the time, even though it's past the new year, taking the time and writing it down, just start writing. It doesn't need to be super granular or detailed in the beginning. Just get everything that you want to accomplish on paper and then go back through and you could write down the details of how you're going to accomplish it. By hiring a trainer, what does it exactly look like? For your fitness goals, how much weight do you want to lose? When do you want to lose it by? What do you want to look like? What's your physique going to look like? Start to visualize these things. This is where the power of manifestation comes from, the power of thought. Writing it down, all these things come together. If this is something that you want some help doing on the real estate piece, and you're watching this, and we obviously do real estate, if you need help identifying your goals and getting going, give us a call. Click on the link below. We could help. You can schedule your own time whenever it works for you. We're going to go ahead and help you. We'll give you 30 to 45 minutes that we could help you identify your goals and how to get going to achieve them. Anyways, this is John Trautman, Real Estate Knowledge Institute. I appreciate you watching today. Let's help you reach your financial goals.